The aspects of martial arts. This is 13C. Kung Fu. So the aspects of martial arts developed by the Chinese culture is of interest to the writer. Martial arts interests the writer since Kung Fu, also Kung Fu, provided the writer with knowledge of the mind-body relationship, which unlocks the access to power, to a power source. The Chinese adopted martial arts and Buddhism from India, of Asia. The Chinese have since evolved martial arts into a scientific method of training the mind, the body, and recognizing that together they are one entity. Together, the knowledge of martial arts teaches that to train the body is to train the mind. With the level of physical training, when the level of physical training is at its peak, variant to every individual, meaning that the peak of every individual is different for everyone. For some people, that's very dependent on their genetics. I mean, if you are the son of Michael Jordan, the chances of you becoming a pro basketball player are better. Not guaranteed. So, I mean, that person has a better chance. So let's say 30% or even 40% versus providing that it marries the right wife, that it'd be even 70%. But anyways, it depends on each individual and who they marry and what they want from that child. As tinkering with the wife that you have in terms of marrying for the purpose of producing a specific child instead of marrying for love will produce a different kind of child. So when your physicality is at its peak and mental training is at its highest level, both the mind and the body are at its peak. When peaking together, the mind-body relationship is formed. This relationship enables improved communications between the mind and the body, increasing response time, which is the movement and the time that it takes to produce a movement, promoting efficiency, increased health, vitality, and energy. This produces a level of physical performance and production dictated by what the mind perceives is an achievable goal. Once these goals are satisfied, new and higher goals are conceived. When the goal is met, the writer experiences victory, success, completion, and the knowledge of strategy to obtain these goals and reconquer these goals by reproducing from their memories what they have done to achieve these goals, and in doing so, re-achieving them. With these positive experiences and emotions associated with the completion of the goal, and also while being happy or in happiness in experiencing it, at the same time, a secret but infinite power source described as the spirit amplifies the intensity of this happiness and provides spiritual feeding or sustenance called prana for the Indians. This prana, or this energy for your soul, is an energy fulfillment from the source. This is the same source energy from the Big Bang, what gives life or creation, or the Alpha and the Omega force together. This experience, or a balanced form of it, this experience, which is experiencing of the source, is described as nirvana, harmony, the rapture, and a take on what the zone is. because the zone is mostly a mental state, not one of eating, but of one of fulfillment. Martial art has allowed the writer to experience the spirit and ascend and ascertain or gather that if the relationship of the mind-body are kept at peak levels, the individual spirit would inhabit its physical body more frequently until the synchronicity of the mind-body-spirit is fully achieved. So, in truth, our spirit doesn't dedicate 100% of our processes to our physical body. That movie of Limitless, where we only used to be 28%, now it's about 35%, only because we're coming closer to point zero, the time dilation effect, 2012 paradox. But inherently or truthfully, what this really means is there's just more energy out there. We just don't know how to access it. And because of that, our spirit would rather invest more of its time into its future, into making sure that we come together properly and merge our mind, body, and soul for 2012. Because previously, when we did do this a long time ago, and it was survival of the fittest, some of us just wouldn't make it. We'd just explode, literally out of existence. And what that means is, if that happens, the possibilities of you reincarnating into this earth are no guarantee. Your soul just goes back into the universe. It's really hard to find. There are methods to bring back your soul by using magic, but it's very expensive. So, I mean, that's the whole purpose and the whole reason why it's best for us to turn off the field and develop our ego, our sense of self, so we have a stronger gathering, stronger personality, distinctness to make us survive. Because when we did in the past converge consciousness, we weren't able to fend for ourselves. We'd all get advice from someone else, and we wouldn't know and be able to evolve our personal knowledge. It's like borrowed knowledge. I mean, it's like, just because your dad put you into Harvard doesn't mean you're Harvard or you're MIT because your dad's on the board. So that's what it's really like. This stealing of information is what you're doing by just being next to the person. Well, what's the answer to this? What's the answer to that? And you have the answers, and it's there. Meanwhile, your personal being doesn't evolve. You get trapped in this state, and when to make a short story really short, when we got attacked by negative entities, they attacked our personalities, and it did a lot of damaging things for us, as seen in the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata, which is another war, which is also the same war in time, Bhagavad Gita. I'm sorry, I'm tired right now, I can't pronounce properly. There's another war, and it's the same war that Zoroaster fought, and well, just please follow on the other information because I'm going off topic right now. So, martial art has allowed the writer to experience. When you do achieve these peak experiences and you attain these mind to the body spirit relationship, then it is here that the union of the spirit, the unattainable, or that is unattainable, are now attainable. So, I mean, when you see impossible things happen, it's the spirit that does this. You can't do this physically. This extra jolt of motivation, you feel the energy, and that energy that you feel is the spirit. So, the mind is able to attain such unattainable goals by being able to take the required energy from the spirit and then devise a plan mentally on how to achieve this goal. And the body executes this plan physically. Along the way, the spiritual energy, with that which you have gained, provides vigor, motivation, confidence as it fuels to complete the goal. And this is what they call the zone. And in conclusion, when the physical body and the mind are operating at peak levels, a martial art grandmaster teaches, describes spirit as an infinite power source originating from the source, which is actually the seventh dimension. That which gives life to this universe and regulates it. And in this way, the Chinese culture's understanding of the mind-body relationship taught the individual how to experience profound levels of energy and spirit through the practicing of Kung Fu.